So, do you realize that when you're working for someone, that you're actually in a contract for X number of dollars per hour or week or however you get paid? And most of you, I'm probably going to guess, that are not happy with that amount. And so it's hard to understand that why we allow people to buy us, buy our time, have us share that lifetime with them for such a small amount. When in your heart, I'm sure that you feel like that you're worth way more than that. And you're trying to figure out, how can I get out of this 9 to 5? How can I get, retirement savings? Why do I have to feel like I'm working my life away and I'm not, able to come to the park like I am right now? Just whenever you want to, just stop and take a break. Well, I have some good news. There are ways for you to be able to counteract that small amount of money that you're making, and that's to have your own business. And I know it sounds scary at first when you think, oh, I don't know how to do this. I'm too old. I don't have, the tech experience. I can't do what you're doing. Well, I know a lot of you have a lot more practice than I do on some things, because at my age, and I'm proud to say 69, today's my mom's birthday of 96. So, I just kind of wonder, how that you think that you can't do this. It's an automated system. It's step by step. If you can read and push a button, you can do this. And your time is so much more valuable than you're giving yourself credit for. And the time that you're not being able to spend with your family, and that is very important. I understand that time is so valuable. And it's just like my mom said, she's 96. Where did the time go? And that statement is so true. Time goes by so fast. And the next thing you know, you're up there in years. And you haven't gotten to enjoy the things that you really want to enjoy. But with having your own business, you're able to set the time that you want to work when you want to, where you want to. And I usually work 2 hours a day, literally just 2 hours a day. And this is part of it. So the time that I spend enjoying myself, sitting here looking at the flowers blooming for the spring and, all of that, it's just amazing that this is work, and you can sit back and enjoy it with whomever, wherever you want to, and you're in control. That's the big thing, that you're in control of what you want for your future. And I didn't want to go punch a time clock again many years ago. And so I've had my own business. I was a trucker. I went back to college. I did get a degree. And I did that for a little time. But then I reminded myself that I don't like punching a time clock. I don't like having a boss. I don't like having to answer to somebody else when they're really so much younger than I am. Not that I'm that smart, I just would rather have my own business. And so some of the people that we have in our community, which is almost 52,000 now, they faced a retirement of being fired. Yeah, just like walk in the office and just say, hey, today's your last day. Wow, how shocking. And what do you do if you're not completely prepared for that type of lifestyle? So you're right back at it again, hunting a job, trying to punch the time clock for somebody. And One of our fellow camaraderies here has decided no, he wasn't going to do that. He actually got on a plane and flew a few places, and then decided when he got back, I'm tired of this. I'm really tired of getting on a plane and coming back, and then my family's already done this, or, I wasn't there to go do this with them. So he started researching the digital marketing, making money online. And guess what? That's what he's doing. And one of our 6-figure earners, I'm so happy to know him. And it's proof that no matter what the circumstances are, you can take control of them. You just have to want to. So my question to you is, how determined are you to stop punching somebody else's time clock for a set amount of money that you're already not happy with? Why don't you set yourself apart and join us in the digital marketing? It's fun. We meet up with groups. There was a cruise they went on. I did not go on that one. I'm planning on going on the next one. And, enjoy each other. Bounce off of each other. Have fun. And guess what? You have so much more time with your family. You get to take them on those cruises and vacations and whatever that you want to do. I'm getting ready to go back to my home state of Missouri and visit my family there. So it's just like freeing, because I don't have to make plans with somebody else to have that time off. I can take that time whenever I want to. So if this sounds like something that you've been interested in, or wondering how, I bet those people really don't make money, you're wrong. Trust me, you're wrong. There is millions of money to be made on the online industry. And I'm here to share that with you because I do care. I do care that so many people are missing watching their children grow up. They're missing being with their grandkids, and spending time with them because they're still having to work at Walmart as a greeter. I'm sure they would rather be doing something else. So when I tell you that this is a 2-hour workday and it's automated, so even though I'm here in the park making this video, my business is still working for me. And that's the part I love about it. I do not have to be present behind a desk looking at a computer for my business to work. It works 24/7. So I would like for you to put more in the comments if you would like to see how so many people are making a living online from home or anywhere they're at, and ask yourself if you want to do that too. So put more down on the bottom there in the comments, and I'll make sure and get it to you. And I want to see that people are enjoying their life, because since COVID, things have changed in this world. So many people were locked down, couldn't go to work, so people were doing remote work, but you were still having to punch a time clock. You were still having to be present at a certain time for a length of hours or a number of days, whatever your schedule was. So in the interim of things, the world changed, because now they understand, they as in the world understands, that there's so much more out there. You do not have to punch the time clock. You do not have to go to work and, work for tips, or work in an environment in a building where you don't have sunlight, or, all of the other things that you can think of as jobs. Maybe you enjoy your job, and I'm happy if you do, but maybe it's not enough. Maybe it doesn't meet the budget that you really need. Maybe you're wanting to do more in life. Well, this is an opportunity for you to do that. So my question again is, if this is something that you are interested in learning and having support with within our community, there's constant support. It's an international business, so there's usually always somebody online to answer your questions. So if this is something that you think that would work for you, why don't you take a look and see and join the 52,000 people that are making a living at the digital marketing space. And just ask down below, say more, and I will make sure and get it to you, because I want you to reap the rewards of being your own boss. Until then, y'all have a great day. Talk to you soon.